We call him the captain of the goofy ship.
Why? I'm the voice of reason here.
Well, there you go. He has a sign. It's goofy time.
The goofies of the week.
Let us know your picks. But it's time to get a little goofy with Crevonte's goofies of the week.
Oh boy.
The autumn wind is a radar. Goofy and slashing still.
We'll work on it. Guys. There was so much goofiness this week. Well, first things first. Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time for so let me tell you what I thought was goofy this particular week. And there was a lot. I can't even get to all of it. I'll have to do some honorable mentions later. But for the sake of time, I'm gonna it's gonna be surrounded by one particular organization that has a lot going on right now. And that is the I almost said Oakland. They probably better off in Oakland right now, but yes. The Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, and of course I have Baby Goofy. I don't know which one you call it. Is it Jet Green?
Yeah, Jet Green. Might not need that for this week.
And big no. Big boy Atlanta Braves. Or Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons. Falcons want something.
Falcons are 5-4.
They are?
Oh, they're 5-4.
It don't matter.
We say 49.
49.
Most
4-4.
Most relevant thing we get right now is that commercial with Matty Ice and Stone Cold and Ice Tea. This is Robbers they gonna get it.
A cold.
So, all right, guys. This is surrounding the Las Vegas, the Raiders. It ain't looking good, guys. It's not looking good at all. Like, I mean, we're talking in a matter of a month.
Yes.
We fire a head coach who is a misogynistic, racist, and homophobe. He did enough for 3 people. Like that's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out. We have a very unfortunate incident. What is it about a week? Coming along about a week ago, maybe a few days ago. Yep. Henry Ruggs, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, was in a very fatal car crash, and which he survived, but he killed Miss Tina. I mean, her name is Tina Tinthor. Tina Tinthor. And her dog going at 156 miles per hour. They actually showed the video a couple days ago, and reading 156 miles per hour and seeing it
crazy
is mind blowing. Like, he could have competed in NASCAR, how fast he was going.
Right.
Like, it was legit. There was a car, and unfortunately, I think that was her RAV4 that was right before his. Mm-hmm. It was going at a sensible,
doing the speed limit, 25, 35 range,
a sensible speed. And then it couldn't have been no more than 3 seconds after that. It's like, damn. Did I miss it?
Yeah.
All I saw was a black blur.
Yeah.
156 miles per hour, and this young woman in her car was standing still. Still, like not moving, 0 miles per hour. Hit it so hard that it burst into flames immediately.
Damn.
There were people around that said they heard her screams. Blew up immediately, combust, like blew up, and all they heard was her screams. Couldn't do nothing for it because, unfortunately, like I'm sure that's something that could keep you up at night.
Yeah.
They said he came down to about 120. I guess he tried to hit the brake, but I mean, he's impaired. he's intoxicated. He's under the influence. There weren't many good decisions made on this particular tragic night. On his part, girlfriend, collectively, just couldn't get it right. And I will lean on the good from what Derek Carr was saying. We do have to come, not we, but he does need support right now because he should be on watch.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of you guys were saying, but I'm not sure what demons he was dealing with, but I'm sure things got worse. I can only imagine things getting much worse. I don't know if he had any like alcohol problem previously or what have you, but to be that intoxicated and get behind the wheel and go at that absurd speed. Just like John Gruden, strike one, drinking, strike two, getting in the car, strike three, going 156 miles and killing somebody. 1, 2, 3, like your career is over, your life has shifted drastically. It's really unfortunate because I hate to see a young brother go down like that. He ain't never 22. The girl he killed, Miss Tina, was 23. A lot of youth gone. Just you single-handedly destroyed 3 lives. Another 1, 2, 3 strike. His own life, his girlfriend's life, who survived, but I think her arm is really jacked up. No, oh God, no. She's not gonna be the same either. And her family, and of course, the loss, the family that lost a loved one. And he has to go to court. Well, I think he already did, and has to face, that family and face the charges because, yeah, you did that. I understand. We all make mistakes, things of that nature, but yours caused a lot of destruction. A lot of destruction. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take pretty much a lifetime for to try to make amends and do better and things like that. He was at Top Golf around midnight working on his swing. Apparently he likes Top Golf, and he actually texts Derek Carr around midnight saying like, yo, how do I look? You know what I'm saying? And then unfortunately a couple hours later, we get the news.
Top Golf drinks get you like that?
I don't think that was the only place he went, but that was
Top Golf can be.
I heard.
There's one coming here, by the way.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah. They know what it is. Mike, it's just so unfortunate. It's just very, very, very unfortunate. Our prayers to everybody. Prayers for those that lost, condolences, and prayers for girlfriend, and prayers for Henry Ruggs and his family, because this is going to be an uphill battle. I think I saw an article saying about Devontae Smith, like that's his boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They in the wide receiver group at Alabama, like that's a family too.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's a lot going on, but he's going to have a lot to deal with moving forward. I wish that brother the best, but it's going to be a lot. I never seen anybody. The last person I seen get cut that fast was Aaron Hernandez, where I seen that. Where I literally just found out something, and then they got cut like immediately.
Yeah,
these two.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for the Las Vegas Raiders, there's more. Recently, and by recently I mean maybe a day or two ago, their cornerback, former cornerback now, Damon Arnette.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video, so I'm not going to show that video. But you can look it up. He had a video. I don't understand what these people shooting themselves like like I mean, video wise, not like gun, but shooting themselves doing goofiness. I I don't understand it, but
social media age, man. Unfortunately.
And unfortunately, it was something of a DM. Somebody got in his DM, probably talking trash or whatever, and said, "Oh, I'm gonna pull up at the house or whatever." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you could pull up guns and stuff in the video. Him walking around the house, talking trash, da da da." And I'm like,
Don't do it.
Bad timing, son.
why?
Don't do it.
Why?
Don't
Do you
do
not
it.
know who you like? You have a name.
Don't do it.
Like you're not famous, but you're well known. You play for one of the only 32 pro football teams. You were a first round pick. You're pretty damn well known.
Was he Ohio State, right? Where'd he go? Did he go to Ohio State? I was. Oh, okay.
Damn.
I just wrote
Jack
that.
me up.
He died the eye more ways than one.
Anyway, okay, bring that up.
I just had.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was making sure I was right.
Yes.
Okay.
Had guns off, playing around in the video, cursing, just looking like he might have been intoxicated. Who knows? But
Oh God, that'd be even worse.
but
Or it might have smoke something.
oh yeah,
Well, in Nevada, they are 420 friendly. It is legal, so he's good. He's good.
He might have
Shout out
been
to my
lit,
good friends at Planet 13.
but there are effects, and you need to know these effects, and you shouldn't film yourself with these effects happen.
Don't be dumb.
He looked very, very goofy. Y'all watch the video in your own time,
And it don't help he wasn't playing that well either. Just saying.
And it's funny that both of these players weren't playing particularly
Turning
well,
into bust.
and they off the field they're doing this wild stuff.
Mike Mayock, what you doing, man?
Mike
might be
Mayock
doing
is pulling his hair out. He has to be pulling. His hair out.
And that
Right.
AJ's boy.
Right.
Oh yeah. AJ.
So needless to say, he got cut immediately as well. For his obviously conduct detrimental to everybody, and especially himself, because who knows what that guy, maybe it was just a guy who was just talking big because it's over the internet. What if it wasn't? What if he really did? Like, and Arnett would have had to do something premeditated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here, and that's documented. Like,
yep.
I don't know if he was on live or Instagram live, or he was on one of the lives, because I could see, I don't know if he was on Snapchat, whatever the hell the kids are using these days. It looks bad. As an organization, it looks terrible. And we had high hopes. Las Vegas finally are starting to get more teams. Got WNBA team, the hockey team, men's basketball and NBA should be coming pretty soon. Football team just got there, and
baseball team maybe Oakland Athletics could be moving,
possibly.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening. There needs to be a culture change. Because it's hard to win with this going around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than X's and O's right now. Trust me, I know. I've been a Washington fan my whole life. It's hard to win when it's things like that. Things like that are going around. And no matter how much you cut out the cancers or the seeable cancers, the culture needs to change. It needs the entire overhaul. It needs to do a complete 180. And there won't be nothing Derek Carr can do about it, unfortunately. Goofies. Even though that's very, very serious offenses by all these brothers, they are all very goofy, because none of these. Well, John Gruden was in the making a long time ago, but Henry Ruggs and Damon Arnette,
as you would say, get it together.
Guys, y'all have to do better. Y'all both threw away your careers just now. Gone. Young black men, how are y'all going to eat now? Like, nobody thinks about this stuff. Henry Ruggs is probably going to do some form of rehab, and probably jail time. 9 times out of 10, jail time. Damon Arnette just lost his job, and for what? What do you have to speak for? At least John Gruden will be all right.
He's still getting paid.
He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been making millions for quite some time.
You got fired on the state.
Good for him.
I mean, it's just goofies all over the place. And hey, Ruggs really got dropped on Monday.
I think the Monday night game was so bad he didn't want to watch it.
But I just don't want to turn this into a PSA. But man, guys, y'all cannot get jacked up like that and get behind the wheel of a car, man. Especially one that goes at extremely high speeds.
Right.
Because obviously his foot was heavy that night.
Mm-hmm.
Really high. I'm sure he was probably going to slow motion. There's probably no way you could tell. That was probably slow. Yeah. And even in the reports afterwards, he was going back and forth with the cops. You know, there's reports and the transcript of what was said, and it wasn't.
Oh, that's not funny.
Yeah, but the radio organization needs a overhaul. I'm not sure what. But Mayock might be out the door next.
He gone.
And like I said, Derek Carr, he can't do nothing about this. He can do his best, but he can't do much about this. This team is in turmoil right now, and I think the playoff hunt all that right now. Y'all got more bigger problems right now. Y'all still trying to play football. It's hard to win with that around you, and it has nothing to do with, like I said, nothing to do with X and O. It's a bad stigma. And even in Oakland, they're the rough, rowdy boys. You know, they get nasty.
Right.
But it was on the field. They kept it on the field. These were tough guys. These were tough guys on the field, not goofies off the field.
The location as well.
Hey man, that doesn't help either. Vegas is, you can't just, everybody can't go to Vegas, man.
And then a lot of those guys are young.
And
Clearly, it's showing.
So, you know, I don't think they're not going to leave, but, you know, I'm sure they're making an absurd amount of money.
And that state, all that money into that stadium, they ain't leaving.
Yeah, no, they're not leaving, but I'm just saying, like, it needs some new faces in it. It needs some new blood to get them things turned around. And, yo, we're not standing for that goofiness off the field. We understand we're in Vegas. We are in the party capital. Ain't no sleeping. Ain't too much sleeping going on in Vegas.
Yeah.
But you have to use better judgment. Like I said, I think the offense, I think the NFL offers, I'm sure it's the NFL, I'm sure they offer things so to prevent these things like this from happening.
Yeah.
Because there's no turning back from things like this. You can have a tow company or Uber or however get you home. You shouldn't be driving at all, but
Really?
that's neither here nor there, especially going out partying, drinking or not. You really shouldn't be going out partying. Stay out of harm's way. But yeah, Vegas Raiders, from John Gruden to Henry Ruggs, Damon Arnette, all very, 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 all very, very stupid. Young. This is that young and dumb stuff that everybody talk about. This right here, and unfortunately, Henry Ruggs probably it hurts the most. But nonetheless, all very, very goofy. And I'm not sure what needs to happen, but something for damn sure needs to happen. Maybe some heads need to go, get some new blood in there, try to get some things going. But yeah, they're all very, very, very goofy. There's a thin line between great, and the entire organization is on that end of it. It's on that side of it. Gotta do better, guys. Gotta do better.
Goofies of the week with Crevonte. Thank you, brother.